Hello audience, first let me introduce myself. I'm Cindy Ling from Faculty of Law, Tanjungpura University. I'm here to discuss about how I disagree that people sentenced to life imprisonment should be allowed to choose that penalty. As we know, life imprisonment is a legal penalty where an individual is sentenced to spend the rest of their life in prison as a punishment for a serious crime. It means that the convicted person will remain incarcerated for the entirety of their natural life, with no possibility of parole or release unless there is a change in the law or some exceptional circumstance, such as a pardon or commutation of the sentence by the relevant authorities. Life imprisonment is often used for crimes like murder, and it's an alternative to the death penalty in many legal systems. Although the effectiveness and ethics of life imprisonment can vary depending on the justice system, the conditions of incarceration, and the availability of rehabilitation programs. A death sentence, according to the law in many countries, is a punishment that can be imposed on individuals who have been convicted of particularly heinous crimes, typically murder. The specific laws and procedures for imposing a death sentence can vary from one jurisdiction to another. The debate about whether people sentenced to life imprisonment should be allowed to choose the death penalty instead is a complex and highly controversial topic. There are valid arguments on both sides of this issue, and it ultimately comes down to a matter of ethics, legal principle, and societal values. According to the law, this is a matter determined by the legal system and the prevailing laws in a particular jurisdiction. This policy will involve significant legal, ethical, and practical considerations, and I'm here as the critic side about this matter. Here are some key points why I disagree about allowing to choose the death penalty instead of life imprisonment. 1. Ethical concerns. Allowing individuals to choose the death penalty may raise significant ethical concerns. I and some people who disagree on this issue always question whether someone who is in a depressed mental state or experiencing depression can make such a big and irreversible decision. 2. Risks of coercion. There is a risk that individuals may feel pressure or be forced to choose the death penalty, especially if they experience harsh prison conditions or legal threats. This may compromise the voluntariness of their decision. It is possible that they were forced by several parties to choose this punishment. 3. Irreversible. The death penalty is irreversible, and there is always the possibility of executing an innocent person. Allowing individuals to choose the death may cause innocent people to make this choice out of desperation or lack of trust in the justice system. 4. Moral and ethical obligations. Some people, including myself, argue that society has a moral obligation to protect vulnerable individuals, and allowing them to choose death is inconsistent with the values of compassion and rehabilitation. 5. Legal complexity. Implementing a system that allows individuals to choose the death penalty will pose legal and logistical challenges, potentially leading to inconsistencies and complications in the justice system. Ultimately, the question of whether individuals sentenced to life imprisonment should be allowed to choose the death penalty is a deeply divisive issue. It involves questions of personal autonomy, ethics, the role of the state, and the value placed on human life. Any decision in this matter would require careful consideration of the potential consequences and implications for society as a whole. That's all for me. I deeply apologize if there are any false words or pronunciation errors that I use or I do. I hope the audience can accept my opinion wisely. Thank you.